Hello, folks. This is the Roaming Casual back again today, and I was planning today to go through some of the character creation for Final Fantasy XIV, just some quick looks through the options for the various races. Um, Normally, Monday is WoW Classic Day, but honestly, I'm feeling kind of down on Classic right now. Not that the game isn't fine; it's okay. It's just I don't know, it's maybe I've grown past that point. My tastes have changed. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. I'm just not really feeling it. So yeah, so we'll go through this real quick. We will start out with the humans, and like I said, we'll try to keep it kind of quickish. Um, because I mean, if we go all in on character creation, every single option will be here for a long time. So, all right. That said, we have here. We're going to look at the males. Exactly. So we have the Midlander, and this is the Highlander. As you can see, there's a little bit of a body difference there. We'll look at Midlander first. We've got our height slider here. And we will go with small clothes so we can see a little bit better what's going on with these. There's a muscle tone slider, be chiseled or completely smooth. I think it was in the middle to begin with. Skin tones, got from light to dark. Looks like they cover a fair range of natural skin colors. Hairstyles, got quite a few. We'll sort of put it to the side so we can see it a little bit better. It's like, what's his name? Squall from Final Fantasy. I think it was 8? It was 8. Yeah. That's interesting. Braids. It's an interesting one, too. That also looks familiar, but I'm not quite sure from where. Got at least one long option. Ponytail with barrettes, okay. Huh, you can have a braid. Different kind of braid. That is still a hairstyle that exists. Very long hairstyle. Okay, so that's hair. We'll go back to just the first one. We've got hair colors. You can have highlights. This works much like the one we did for Roma. But yeah, so this is our highlight color. Purple. This is our regular hair color. To be silly, or we could make it black. That would look a little bit better with purple, I think. We have a few face options. I don't know, that one feels like kind of the odd one out for some reason, but we've got different jaw options, eye shape, iris size, large and small. Your various eye colors. You can have heterochromia, so you can have two different color eyes if you want. Got a few different types of eyebrows. Just go through that really quick. Different noses, mouths, lip colors. So you can have dark lip color, light lip color, or none. He's on dark right now. Kind of interesting. I would have expected dark and black to be more obvious, but facial features, you can have the start of a beard, start of a mustache, and various scars, tattoos. There's one of these for each side. Pick your tattoo color. Okay. And face paint. These are, as far as I'm aware, the same across all the races, and we already covered them for, or races and mostly genders. I think there are actually a few missing from in here. But yeah, that doesn't work. Kind of crosses over with the tattoo. But we went over them for Roma, so we won't do it again here. He also has voice options, which we're not going to go through just because. Yeah. Alright, so then we're going to go back to clan and we're going to pick Highlander, and we're going to see what we can find that's, different. So they also have a height slider. They start out a little bit taller. They also have a muscle tone slider, same effects. The skin colors seem to run about the same range. Hairstyles. Looks like there's a difference, or they're in a different order at least. Oh, that's interesting. I think they have more. Oh, braids. More braids. At least for the initial ones, they have more, I guess, like barbarian type hairstyles. They've also got little braided headbands. That's interesting. But they also have a lot of the same sort of shared hairstyles that everybody else has, including that one. Okay, so we've got all of those. We can check hairstyle. All right. Play around with this for a little bit. There we go. Purple and pink hair. Face. Option 1, 2, 3, and 4. Mine was starting out with that one. Different jaw types, although it's a little harder to see with the beard. Eye shape. Iris size again. Eye color. Again, you can have heterochromia if you want. Eyebrows. Except he doesn't actually seem to have eyebrows. He just has. Yeah. Just his actual brow changes instead of eyebrows. That's weird. Noses. Has some very large noses. All right. Mouth-wise, it's going to be difficult again with the facial features here. Let's turn these off. Then come back to mouth. There we go. Those are our mouth options. Lip color options should be the same as everybody else. We can have more of a beard than the Midlanders have. You can have more of a mustache than the Midlanders have. And again, some more scarring. Different locations. Well, I should say this one is new, and they're missing the scar on the other cheek. Tattoos, they get these, which oddly enough go into the hairline, so I guess you can't see those too well. Face paint's the same, face paint colors are the same, and they get their own voice. Alright, so we're gonna back up, come back here, and we're gonna say, no, actually, we were wrong, we want to be a girl. And we will start with Midlander again. They're very agreeable about this. Okay, so then you've got your height slider, same as the others. Have a muscle tone option. You could be a very chiseled female if you want to be. Of course, we're female, so we have the Bust size option. Skin colors, the same range as the guys. Light, dark. Hairstyles. Cover these pretty quick. Is that one? Okay, no, it's braids going into a bun. I thought it was braids going around the back of her head. And we've got some longer hairstyles. We've got sort of odd braided hairstyle. Take that one. And we've got some braids. These hairstyles are shared, or most of them are shared amongst all of the races of a particular gender. And it looks, based on what I'm seeing, like they've been porting them over to the other genders as well, just based on this hairstyle showing up on the guys. We've got the same deal with these, where you've got the highlight, which in this case is up at the top, and you've got the regular hair color. Unfortunately, you can't change the colors on the little. Those aren't barrettes. I'm not actually sure what you would call those, but you can't change the color on them. So face changes, different jaw options, eye shapes. Iris size is the same across everybody. It's either small or large, so I'm going to start skipping that one. Eye colors. Again, you can have 2 different colored eyes if you want. Eyebrows. Noses. Mouth options. You have lip color options. Facial features. Okay, you can make your brows thicker if you would like. Have eye makeup. You have a scar across your nose. Beauty mark. A couple different locations. Tattoos. We've got these, which are really light. There we go. Now they're more visible. We've got the same face paint options. They do have additional ones for blush, some more eye makeup, that sort of thing. But they also have the ones that they share with the guys. You have the face paint color, and then you pick your voice. All right, so let's back up. Now we're gonna say no. Actually, we wouldn't meant to be a Highlander. All right, so they're a little bit larger. They're meant to be a little bit stronger, taller. Put that back about midway. Again, you can be chiseled or not chiseled. Sure. Bust size options. And your skin colors, which run approximately the same range. Right, and we've got hairstyles. Does she have a? Yes, she does. She has a ponytail off to the side there. Messy ponytail there. Kind of at a weird angle. Let's make that way. And like I said, most of these are shared, or they're at least conceptually shared. Like there's that. But there's also there's always a braided pigtails option and things like that. At least there seems to be. Okay, so there's that. Hair color works the same way. Face options. Jaw option. Eye shape. eye color. Again, you can have heterochromia if you want. Actually, I need to pick a different hairstyle so that you can actually see her eyebrows. Her nose. Mouth. Standard lip colors. Facial features. So you can darken in your eyebrows or not. Eye makeup. So the same general ones as the yes. Their tattoos are different. Pick a different color so they stand out a little bit more. But they have access to the same general face paint setup. And obviously you get to pick a voice. Alright, so that was the humans. That didn't take us too long. We should be able to do with that. Alright, so these are the Elizin, which are they're sort of the Final Fantasy elves, I guess. Oops. Hold on, back. Alright, so first we'll do the Wildwood. These are the Woodland Elizin. Alright, so we've got Height Slider. Skin tones are basically the same as the here. Hairstyles should be too. So I don't remember if I saw that one on the here or not. But there is a lot of overlap hairstyle-wise. We'll just go through this really quick. Including that one. It's just such a weird hairstyle. For anybody, really. Alright. And then you've got hair color, highlights, regular, that alone. Got several different faces, different jaws. See if we can get up here. Different eye shapes. Irises, eye colors. Again, you can have heterochromia if you'd like. Different eyebrows. Sort of just different angled eyebrows, but still. Noses. Mouths. Lip color. You do get an ear shape for the Elizin. So you get 1, 3, or 4. There's also an ear size, so they can be short, long. Let's see what they look like when they're long. Yeah, okay, we'll leave that there. There's also ear clasps, so you can have a clasp on each ear, or one ear, whatever you like. There's a color for the clasps, so I'll leave one of them there. So you can change what color you want it to be. Facial features, you've got... I'm not going to call it a beard. It doesn't look like a beard to me. Alright, so you've got sideburns, got an eye scar, got a scar right next to your eye, and you've got one on your cheek. Face paint color, and voice. You notice you don't get the tattoos because you get the clasps instead. And we will switch over to the Dusk White. So the Dusk White are the cave-dwelling Elizin, at least they used to be. They're sort of, I guess, the drow equivalent, except they're not evil. Their skin tones include a lot more of this bluish gray color, although they can have skin tones that look closer to the Wildwood. And hairstyle-wise, they are pretty much the same, I think. Quick run through. see anything that looks unique. Okay. Hair color works the same way. Highlights, rest of your hair. Face. Yeah. Or which they look like the same faces, to be honest. It's just a matter of a slightly different skin tone being available. Eye shapes. Eye color. Same palette. Eyebrows. Noses. Lip color. Again, we have ear shape and ear size. And facial features are a little bit different. We have a little bit of a beard on the chin there, and a little bit of a mustache, and get a slash across the eye again, slash across the nose and under the eye, and a slash across the cheeks. It's a little hard to see because of the hairstyle I picked. He does get tattoos. You'll notice he doesn't get ear clasps. His tattoos go over the eye. Obviously, you can change color. Same face paint options. And you get to pick a voice. Alright, so then we're going to switch to the female Ellison. Wildwood. Again, we have our height slider. Bust slider. Skin color, which is approximately the same as the here, I think. Hairstyles. I have some that have an awful lot of hairpins in them. Not sure if you can color the hairpins. Well, I guess you could pick one that has the color you want. They're definitely shared amongst the others. Okay. Hair colors are the same. You can have highlights, or you can not. I mean, you can just pick a single color, or you can do the highlight as color thing. That's true for all of them. We've got faces, different jaw types. So we can see different eye shapes. Eye colors are the same. Again, you can have two different colored eyes. Eyebrows. Nose. Mouths. Ear shape. And ear size. Have ear clasps. And these are a little bit different in that this is the first piece and it goes on both ears, unlike for the guys where it goes left and right. This is section 1 and section 2. You can color them. You cannot color them individually, so they will all be whatever color you pick. Facial features. You can make your eyebrows heavier. Have some eye makeup. Have a scar across your forehead, which doesn't show up because of the hairstyle. A beauty mark. And another beauty mark. Then there are the face paint options, which are the same across pretty much everybody. And voice pick. Okay, then we'll go look at the female Duskwaites. Their appearance. Okay, so again, height slider. Bust slider. And again, the difference in skin tone is that they've got this sort of bluish area in here. Hairstyles are pretty much the same. I'm not seeing anything super different. Not sure if the buzz cut was there on the other one, but nothing else seems interesting or new. I'm gonna go with that one this time. Hair color. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going for there. It's fine. Different faces. Jaw lines. Eye shapes. Eye color, again, heterochromia is an option. Eyebrows. Noses. Mouth. Lip color. Ear shape. Ear size. Long. Facial features, so we can make heavier eyebrows. Scar across the nose. You'll notice the ear clasps in this case fall under facial features, and you can only turn them on or off. You've also got these two. You also can't change their color because they're in facial features, so there's no color attached to them. But this way, they also get to have tattoos and earrings, or, well, ear clasps in this case. And you can change the color. Face paint options are there. Okay, and that was the last of the Ellison Duskwaites. Now we have the Lalafell, the Plainsfolk. Alright, these are our short people. So they could be taller, but it's not really going to help them much. They have the same general range of skin tones. Hairstyles. They do, I think, have some unique ones that just because they're very different model-wise from the others. But they also, as you can see, have ported over some of the other races' hairstyles. That's kind of cute. Although what I didn't see, I don't think I saw the two braided pigtails. Interesting. Hair color works the same way. Highlights, not highlights. Face choices, jaw lines, eye shape, iris size, eye color. Again, you can have heterochromia. Oh, I should have picked a different hairstyle. There we go. You get the buzz cut. Enjoy. Alright, so eyebrows. Nose. Teeny tiny little nub of one. Mouth types. Lip color, which doesn't show up very much, but it is there. Ear shape. Up from the side too. Ear size, so they can be short, really long. Facial features, you can have a mustache, and a little goatee. Your nose can be darkened, and you can have multiple earrings. So those and the bigger ones a little bit further down. Tattoos, got sort of a blush look. And also this, which must be the, I'm guessing it's the Lalafell tattoo. And variety of colors. Okay. Back up. Actually, let's do this in a slightly different order. Let's do the female plainsfolk. So again, taller, but not very much. Bust size? Yeah, like, I don't see anything. I'm not quite sure why the slider is here. Skin tones are about the same range as the here. And then we have hairstyles. Start at the top. Cute little ponytail. Well, there's our double braided pigtails, sort of. Right, there's some interesting hairstyles that are just theirs. Those cute little pigtails, different colored ribbons, and then others that have been ported over from other races. Oh, more pigtails. And hair color works the same way. Face choices. Jaw options. Eye shape. Iris size, because it's a little bit different with the Lalafell. I mean, it's still large and small, but their eyes look slightly differently from everybody else. You can have whatever color eyes you want, pretty much, and you can have heterochromia. I need to pick a different hairstyle because she has bangs. One where she doesn't have bangs? I guess that's kind of close. Alright. Eyebrows. She has tiny little eyebrows no matter which one you pick. And nose. Again, tiny little nose no matter what you pick. Tiny little mouth no matter what you pick. And okay, and then we have ear shape. He's roughly the same as the guys. Ear size, short to long. Facial features. Alright, so you can darken in her eyebrows, give her some eye makeup, color her nose, and she has also got earrings, except she's got one on one side and one on the other. You can turn them on and off individually. Tattoos. She's got the cheek makeup looking stuff and the Lalafell mark, which, again, I have to change. There we go. Okay, so that's there. And she gets the face paint options, voice. Alright. Switch over to the male Dunes folk. He seems happy about that. And again, height slider. Same general skin tones. He should have the same hairstyles, I think, as the other Lalafell male does. That looks super unique. Oh. Doing this eventually, everything just sort of bleeds together like it's a hairstyle. Haha. I think I saw one that looked like that. Alright, so we've got highlights, other colors, base options, jaw options, eye shape, iris size, eye color, which actually colors their entire eye, unlike the plains folk or pretty much anybody else. You can also have two different colored eyes. We have eyebrows, nose, mouth, ear shapes, ear size, facial features. Again, you can have a mustache, a goatee. You can have 2 earrings, but they have to be on the same side. And I'm not sure quite what that's called. I'm sure it has a name, but yeah. Also have tattoos. So they have a little circle next to the eye on each side. And face paint and voice. We'll switch over to the female Dunes folk. Same, so zoom in a little bit, bigger or smaller. Again, I'm not quite sure why this slider is here. Doesn't do anything that I have been able to notice. Skin tone, about the same as the here. Hairstyles. That should keep hair out of her face so that we can see better. Hair colors are the same. Again, highlights the rest of your hair. Face options. Jaw options. Eye shape options. Eye color, again, like with the guys, it colors her entire eye. She doesn't have pupils, but you can give her different colored eyes if you'd like. Eyebrows. Get a nose. Mouth. Ear shape. Ear size. Facial features. So you can, again, like with all the females, you can darken her eyebrows. Interestingly, her forehead adornment looks like a little shield, whereas the guys look like a little teardrop. Eye makeup, color your nose, and you can have earrings. You can also have tattoos, which again are these little semicircles under the eyes. Face paint options, voice. Alright, so that should be all of the Lalafell. And now we're going to move on to the Makoti. Male Makoti specifically. Or the Seekers of the Sun. Alright. So we have a hide slider for them. Skin color options, again, just like the here. Get a tail shape. You can have regular tail, you can have a lion's tail, a fuzzy tail. Entirely certain what's up with the ones with the red ends on them, but go with the lion's tail. We have tail length, so you can have a short tail or you can have a really long tail. Hairstyles, which I think also cover what kind of ears you have. There are a few differences in ears, not a whole lot, but which hairstyle you have determines which ones of the ears you get. It's mostly just coloration differences, it looks like. Oh, they had to put the little buns under the ears because the ears were where the buns were supposed to be. Cute. Hair color works the same. It also affects your ear color. Face. kind of jaw. So our eye shape. Iris size. Eye color you want. You can also go with the heterochromia. Eyebrows. Nose. Mouth. Lip color. Facial features. Little beard. Scar across your eye. A scar on your cheek. Other cheek. Tattoos. So you can have side tattoos and the nose tattoo, which also includes a little side tattoo down there. You can decide what color you want it to be. You've got options for face paint. You've also got, oh no, those aren't face paint. That just comes with which face you pick, I think. Back up here. Oh no, they all have that. Interesting. They all have these markings on their, under their eye. That works. Alright, so we'll back up and we will get the female Seekers of the Sun. Alright, so again, height. Bust size. Sort of general skin tones. Same tail shapes the guys get. Tail length. Hairstyles. Hair color. And this is your main hair color, and these are the highlights. And it also obviously affects your ear color. Faces. So we've got this one, which doesn't have much in the way of markings. We've got this one. Yeah, most of these have stripes of some sort or another, but this one's mostly plain in case you don't want stripes, I would guess. Jaw options. Zoom in a little bit for eye shape. Iris size again. Eye colors, again, you can have heterochromia if you'd like. Eyebrows. Noses. Mouths. Lip color. Facial features, so you can darken in your eyebrows, so it gets this interesting sort of cross-hatchy look. You get red dot. A scar across your cheek. It was a little hard for me to see there, sorry. One across your nose, across the other cheek. Very thin scars. Alright, and then tattoos. These little semicircles under the eyes again, so apparently those aren't unique to the Lalafell. And then you get access to the face paint. Back up. And we will look at the male Keepers of the Moon. Alright, so heel, tall, short, whatever you want to be. Skin color, again, this is the same as the Duskwaites. They have this sort of pool in the middle where it's dark and bluish. Tail shapes are the same. I'm just going to go ahead and go with the lion tail. Tail length, again, short, long. Hairstyles. The hair colors work the same way. Did actually want to check something. Does that change your tail color? It does! Okay, good. So the main hair color is also your tail color. Thought it did, but I wanted to double check. Alright. Faces. Go with that one. Jaw. Eye shape. One thing you will notice, actually, if you look at his eyes, is that the Keepers of the Sun, something of the Sun, they have cat's eyes, whereas these don't. They have much more normal looking eyes, except that their pupils are huge. Whatever color you want. You can have heterochromia, eyebrows, nose, mouth, facial features. You get scraggly beard and scarring, and an upside down teardrop. Tattoos, marking there, and one across the nose, and access to the face paint. Right, and then we will go with the female Keeper of the Moon. Is it Seekers of the Sun? Excuse me. Keepers of the Moon and the Seekers of the Sun. All right. Tall or short. And we have our bust size, of course. Skin color, again, sort of normalish skin tones, but you've also got this darker blue sort of look in the middle. Tail shape is the same. Tail length is the same. Hairstyles. So we missed a couple of rows there. Sorry. Her hair is very white right now, and I'm going to have to fix that because it's reflecting the light a little too much. Alright. Go. And hair color, you have your regular hair color and your highlights. You have kind of purple with blue in there. There you go. And then, of course, you look at the tail, and now it's purple. Alright, so face options. No options without stripes for the Keepers of the Moon. You have dark stripes or you have light stripes, basically. We'll go with the lighter stripes. It sort of looks like it's flowing in from her highlights. I say that like I'm going to be playing her. I'm actually just running through, character creation stuff. But alright, so eye shape, eye color, and you can have heterochromia, eyebrows, nose, mouth, lip color. You get ear clasps, so you can have left and right ear clasps. And you also get to choose their color. So we can make them silver, for example. But you do not get to have a tattoo. Facial features, you get a teardrop, scars, a bandage on your nose, and a beauty mark. And you get your face paint options. That should be it for the Makoti. Alright, so what's next? The row, right? Now with the male row, Seawolves, appearance. I'm going to skip over the height slider. You can, they tell you how many inches tall your character is, so you can go with that. The muscle tone slider has reappeared. Their skin colors tend to be from this sort of, I don't know, almost off-whitish color into the greens. They look sort of orc or hulkish, I guess. Hairstyles. Yeah, we'll go with the bald guy. Actually, no, I'll go with that instead. That's fine. You have some balding options in here. I haven't seen in some of the others, or at least I haven't noticed in some of the others. Seems like a weird thing to have unique to them, though. Congratulations, you're the only race that can go bald. How do you feel about that? Okay, so we got hair color, face options, jaw options, which are actually cheek options as far as I can tell. Right? Those are cheek options. Okay, whatever. We have eye shape, eye color. Again, heterochromia is available. You have eyebrows. I guess he does sort of have eyebrows, but they're very thin. Nose. Nose does not have that problem. Nose is very prominent. All right. Mouth options. Lip color options. Facial features. So you can have beard. You can have a bandage under your eye. Have a bunch of scars across your eye. Scars across your cheek. Scars across the other cheek. Tattoos. So they get this under eye tattoo. Looks, I guess, kind of like a boat. They are the sea wolves. I guess that sort of makes sense. They have face paint options, voice pick. Right. And we'll come look at the female sea wolves. Okay. There she is. We've got our muscle tone option again. We do have a bust size option. Skin color, again, they've got this sort of off-white to green look. It does look like there are some darker colors in there as well, but I don't know, the green seems kind of prominent to me. And we've got hair. Again with the white hair. Oops, go too far? Sure. Go back through. Okay. Hair colors work the same way. Face pics. Helps if you can see the face, I guess. And jaws. Are these going to be jaws or are they going to be cheeks again? Ah, these are actually jaws. All right. Eye shape. Eye color. Again, heterochromia is allowed. Eyebrows. Nose. Mouth. Color. Facial features, so you can make the eyebrows heavier. Eye makeup. Scar across the nose. Cheek. Beauty mark. She can also have tattoos, so she can also have this little shield mark. And that, which does not look like a boat, so I don't know what that one's going for. Sorry. Then there's the face paint options. Okay, so we will back up. Come back to the male row for the Hell's Guard. He seems happy about that. Again, with the muscle tone slider. These skin colors go from a very, very pale humanish skin tone into like deep reddish toned, which I guess is why they're the, why hell is in their name. All right. Let's see, we've got hairstyles. again with the balding. Not sure why these guys would be like the only ones to have balding hairstyles. It feels weird. But, you know, whatever. Hair color works the same way. You can pick a starting face, jaw types, which again, those are cheek types. We've got eye shape, eye colors, same as everybody else gets. Eyebrows, nose, mouth options, facial features. You can have the beard or not, scar across the nose, scar across the eye. Looks like a marking, sort of like a tattoo on either side. Interesting. And then you have actual tattoos, which just look like under eye makeup, so I'm not sure what's up with that. And access to the face paint. Alright, and then we will look at the female Hellsguard. Again, muscle definition, chest size. Again, skin colors go from very, very pale into a dark reddish tone. I don't remember seeing that on anybody else, so maybe that's unique to them. Or maybe I've just forgotten that I saw it somewhere. I mean, it's better than balding, right? That doesn't seem like a good, unique thing to have. Hair color works the same way as it always does. Starting face. Jaw options. Eye shapes. Eye colors. And they can have heterochromia. I keep bringing that up because I feel like there was a race that couldn't, but maybe there isn't now. I'm not sure. We'll find out as we go. Got eyebrows. Noses. Mouths. Facial features. So we can make the eyebrows heavier again. Scar up here. On the cheek. Beauty marks. Tattoos. So that looks like the same one the female sea wolves had. And the face paint. Alright, so that's it for the row. And we have the aura. Male aura. We'll go with Rain. Dawn Father. Exactly. Alright. So these guys are a lot taller than their female counterparts. Their skin color is a little all over the place. I'm guessing because they've got dragon blood, maybe? But they can be very red, they can be very green. I'm just going to leave him the color that he currently is. There's tail shape. There's a tail length slider. Hairstyles. Which also include extra horns every now and again, like that one. Let's see, extras going out the top. It's kind of interesting. I guess most of the ported over hairstyles don't have that. It's because why would they? Okay. And hair color. Fortunately, you can't do anything about the horn color, so it stays this bright white that doesn't really match the rest of your horns. I guess there is a sort of a cap on your horns up here that it matches, but yeah, I don't know. Face, which will change what your main horns look like. Get that from the side too. I think I'll stick with those. They sort of match the aura that I have. Jaw options, eye shape option. You can change your eyes. You can also have heterochromia if you want. You can decide whether or not you want the limbal ring to be there and what color it is. But both rings have to be the same color, even if you have heterochromia. Eyebrows. It's not just your eyebrows, but also your brow. Nose. Okay. Mouth. Other features. So you can have scales across your nose. Extra scale on the side over here. Extra caps on the top of your horns. Marks on the side of your eyes. And whether or not you have actual eyebrows or just brows. And then you have face paint, voice. Get the female rain. Alright, you've got height, you've got bust slider, seen all this. Her skin tones are at the very least more organized. She can be sort of bluish, very darkish, sort of tannish. Most of her skin tones look a lot more human-like than his did, with the bright reds and the bright greens, but I mean, there are similar ones. Like, she does have the green, it's just organized a little bit differently, I guess. Tail shape, she has the same tail shapes he does. Go ahead and leave her where she's at. Tail length, of course. Hairstyles. This one has some very pink hair. Stay with that one for now, so we can see the forehead. Or that one. There you go. See your face pretty clear on that one. Okay. And you've got hair color, which works the same way. Face, which again translates into which horns you have. So, stick with that. Jaw type. Zoom in for eye shape. Eye color. And do you want the limbal ring or not? Looks like she would prefer not to. What color is it? What do her eyebrows look like? Nose. Mouth. Lip color. Again, she can have an extra scale on her forehead, extra scales on her cheeks, one on her nose, eye makeup, under eye makeup. Okay. And then look at the male Xeala. And if you want to look at the female Xeala, that'll be on my first Final Fantasy XIV video. I'm going to skip over it for this one. But again, he has height, skin color. He has a large section of darker skin colors. He also has green and some of the darker reds. Same tail shapes. This one just looks odd to me because it starts off so short and then it widens out. I don't know. And then you've got tail length, hairstyles. And again, some of them will include bonus horns, like this one has the horns in the back. This one has the horns up front. Coming out that way. Kind of like those coming back that way. Various other hairstyles do not include horns. Hair color works the same way it always does. Oh, we're going to have to change that because there is no way we'll be able to see his face properly. Okay, there we go. Alright, faces. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And he looks unhappy, doesn't he? Jaws. Well, those are jaw options at least, and not cheek options. Eye shape options. Eye color, and again, you can have heterochromia, limbal ring, and what color it is. Eyebrows. It's more the actual brow that's changing than the eyebrows, I feel like. He has interesting eyebrows though. They come up like this and then they come up again. Okay, and then we have nose, mouth, lip color, other features. Okay, so he can have a giant scale right there. He can have a scale mustache. That's different. He can have accessories on the sides of his horns. Under eye makeup. Ah, okay. And the extra little eyebrow thing. That's interesting. All right, what do we have next? We're almost done. So we have the Hrothgar, which are only male. They do have 2 clans, so we'll start with the Hellions. All right, and they have a hide slide. I haven't actually looked at this one too much before. They have a skin color. And yep, so that's this. I'm guessing that means they're saying this is skin and this is fur covered skin. Okay, so they've got some darker colors. They can be yellow, like bright yellow. Are you sure that's not fur? I'm just saying. Alright, fur pattern. Okay, so we've got a tiger pattern. We've got a leopard pattern. Or maybe, I think that's a cheetah pattern. I'm not sure about that one. It's more ringed than the tiger pattern. And then this one. Back to tiger. Fur color. Alright, so we've got the pattern color. And then we have the rest of it. You can also turn off the pattern, so there is none. That's interesting. Tail shape. Got a fluffy lion tail. Okay, we'll go with that one. They get a tail length. I'll have a look at faces. Face includes hair in this case. Interesting. Alright, so let's look at this. We've got that. This one. Oh, that's more of a tiger looking one. It's just me, or does he have horns coming out of his face where a mustache would be? He has a horn coming out of his head. Doesn't that make him a Oh, I forget what race Kilmari was in Final Fantasy X. That very much looks like that would be that race. So these are our options. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Alright, so we have jaw options. Eye shape options. It is interesting they don't have cat's eyes. Iris color, you can have heterochromia. Okay, so it looks like they've taken out that restriction if there ever was one. Maybe I'm just sort of remembering that wrong. All right, we have brow shape. And leave that where it is. Nose. Okay. Fang length. Okay, so you can have type 1, none. Type 2, small. Type 3, long. Okay. Facial features. Okay, the tufts of fur on the ears are a feature. Scars on the side of the face are a feature. Beard is a feature. There's a mustache feature. And the side braid is a feature. Interesting. He does get tattoos. Okay, so these are under eye tattoos, and these are brow tattoos, I guess. I'm curious how those work with things that aren't tiger patterned, though. Not curious enough to go look, though. They get the same, it looks like, um, face paint that everybody else does. Which is kind of funny because you can get tiger stripe face paint for your tiger. And that's the Hellions. So then we're going to look at the Lost. Bereft of the warm radiance of their queen. Wonder if that's why they're white. He seems to say yes. Alright, so we get height. Skin color. They've got kind of washed out skin colors. Or they could be purple. Or green. Or more purple. There we go. Fur pattern. Let's go with this one actually. That's an interesting looking one. Fur color. Alright, so right now, let's see if we can't make it kind of a... Yeah, kind of there. And then we can make the pattern. I mean, right now it's black. I guess I'm okay with it being black. Tail shape. Oh, we have, it looks like little tribal tattoos on her tail. That's cute. Tail length. Right, so we're going to come back to face. Let's go with that one. I like that one. All right. So then we've got jaw, eye shape. These do have cat's eyes, now that I'm looking at it. Again, they can have heterochromia. Got eyebrows, nose, fang length, although it's a little hard to see because of the mustache. Facial features, we've got the ear tufts, the claw marks. Sorry, wrong side. Claw marks. Beard, the mustache. Okay, now you can see that a little bit clearer. And the braid. They have the tattoos. Interesting. The face paints. And they can't be female, so nothing to look at there. Then we have the Vera, which are our bunny people. And we will start out with the Arava. Okay, so here she is. She's got her side slider. She starts at large, apparently. That's interesting. Skin color, so mostly I'd say tannish human skin color. Although she does have options for some pretty dark colors. She has, looks like limited hairstyles, probably because of the ears. Right? I do like that hairstyle though. pulled back with the braids. That would look like. She has one that has a helmet. Interesting too. Hair color, so she can have highlights. Regular colored hair. Face. Jaw type. Eye shape. Eye color, same as everybody else, and you can have heterochromia. Okay, so they have opened that up to everybody else, unless I was wrong about it ever being locked. So there you go. Eyebrows. These look very painted on. But maybe they are. Maybe that's one of the features. Alright, so we get nose. I wonder why her nose is lighter on the bottom than it is on the top. Mouth. Standard lip colors. Alright, so then we have ear shape. Have ears come back. Ears that stand up. Have floppy ears. Or ears that stand up without the tufts of fur. I think I like the laying back ones better. We have an ear length option, so they can be short or long. Our facial feature options, they are painted on, that's why. Alright, so hold on. We'll turn all those off. You have a red gem. You can have more eyelashes, a beauty mark. You can have eye makeup. And no, actually, that's the painted on version, so I don't know. They do get tattoos. And I assume the standard face paint? Yes. Okay. So then we will come back and we will look at the Vina, which are the snow bunnies. The Arava are the jungle bunnies, are the snow bunnies. Good to know. They start out short, but they can also be tall. Right, that's bust slider. Skin colors are all lighter. There are a couple on the sort of tan side. But I guess that makes sense because they live in the snow. I'm gonna guess they get the same hairstyles. Certainly looks like it. Well, that one's got flowers on the back. Okay. Hair color. Face options. Jaw types. Eye shapes. Eye colors. Again, heterochromia if you're into that. Eyebrows. Various noses. Mouths. We've got the same ear shapes. I'll go ahead and go with the same one. Or we could, there you go, floppy ears. That's different. Ear length if you have floppy ears. How does that work? Okay, it makes them a little bit taller too. Facial features. Again, we've got the eyebrows, the red gem, the eye makeup, eyelashes, and the beauty mark. Tattoos. Like the same tattoos. We should pick a better color. There we go. Now they're a little bit more visible. And the face paint, which we can go through real quick just in case we haven't previously. So I'll take these off. Yeah, so we've got eye makeup. Actually, let me do face paint color. super dark. There we go. Go through various eye makeups. Dragon on the side over here. And that's it. You can reverse, like if you wanted a butterfly on the other cheek. It doesn't really matter for things like this where it's equal on both sides. But yeah. All right. Welp. That covers that. We can take a look at the racial outfit for each one if you'd like. This is the Vera outfit. Pretty sure it's for both clans. Yep. And the Hrothgar outfit. The male Au Ra and the female Au Ra. Female Row and the male Row. And this is the outfit that you start out in, basically. Get the Makoti, male and female. The Lalafell, male and female. The male Ellison, female Ellison. And the male here, female here. Which, I don't know, I think the female here looks better on the Highlander than the Midlander, but that's just my preference, I think. Exactly. So yeah, that has been character creation. You can do some other things in here, like you can tell her to do a unique pose, or just tell her to stand there, or him. It works on the guys too. You can look at your racial outfit, the small clothes if you want to be able to see what the body looks like. No, don't save appearance data. Yes, that's fine. That's also fine. And then once you're in this section, you can look at what their job outfits look like. And the outfits will be the same. They'll fit a little bit differently, obviously, if you're an Ellison versus a Midlander, but do that. You can also look at what you look like out in the field, so you can see yourself in different lighting. Forest, desert, in the Gridania residence. Okay. I wonder why they picked Gridania specifically. Oh, because we are on Archer. If we go to Marauder, will it change to the Limsa residence? No. Okay. Thought it might, though. But yeah. And where you start is based on what class you are. So if you're a gladiator, you'll start in the desert in Ul'dah. So do the pugilists and the thaumaturges. If you're playing Marauder, then you will be in Limsa Lominsa, along with the Arcanist. The rogues are also there, but you have to switch to that at level 10. You can't start as a rogue. And then the Lancers, Archers, and Conjurers are all in the Forest City-State of Gridania. That's your White Mage. But yeah, so that's all of them. And I think we're about done with character creation. So I hope... Oh wait, cancel. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this look through all the various character options. I do apologize for the fuzzy box. I forgot that was still there until just now, which is funny. Hopefully it wasn't covering anything important. I don't think it was. I don't think it was. Let's hope not. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm gonna figure out what I want to do on Monday, because I think that I've about had it with Classic for a while. So we have to figure out what to replace it with. And I may legitimately play Final Fantasy 14 on Monday and just do that Monday, Saturday instead of just on Saturday, but I haven't, like I said, decided yet, so we'll see. But I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you next time.